Papa's here once again, and today I got an interesting build for you. That's right, we got a necromancer on the field. What is she doing? She's attacking the enemies, or is she? No, but her companions are what do all of the damage. That's right, we got tigers, wolves, and we got more tigers, if you know what I'm saying. Well, yeah, we got a zoo, we got a plethora of animals at our beck and call. And not only are they our friends, they're also our allies. I'm just kidding. They're also the ones that keep us moving in a map with their claws and their fangs and stuff. All right, anyway, it's been quite a few leagues since I made a lot of the wilds build, and here we are again. Once again, I was like, hey, you know what? The wolves are crazy fun, pretty cool. I gotta make another build with them, so here we are. And why not complement them with, oh, I don't know, let's say level 20 summon Spectral Tigers from the Hunt Leader Ascendancy notable. New this league? Yeah, that's right. They are absolutely crushing it. And then I thought to myself, wait a second, that's only 15 animals. Why don't I get a couple more? So then I got myself regular forest tigers, because you know they're like 15 chaos each. The perfect ones are like 56, or it's like 60 divines or something. Absolute ludicrous. I can't even speak anymore. And because I wanted to keep this build budget, I didn't want to go over the, I don't know, 20 divine threshold or something like that. I mean, this build is fairly cheap. You know, we got one of them bottle faiths, we got oraths and flasks, we got the squire, but honestly that's about it. Like, nothing else is really that expensive, at least not this late into the league. If you're enjoying the footage, play it right now. Let's go over the gear right now. We do need a little bit of critical strike chance in order to make them appear. Now I got the withering touch, greater multi-strike support, and unbound ailments. And then in the squire shield we have minion damage, we have void manipulation, and melee physical damage support. Now in like tier 16s or like lower level maps, you can do melee splash, and it feels pretty dang good. Like, the clear speed is really good in my opinion. For tougher like 16.5s or tougher content, I like to put melee physical damage, because we do have those explosions coming from Arath's End and also from Asenath's gentle gloves touch, gloves, gentle touch. Yeah. So that's where the explosions got. So that's why we're trying to do as much spread-ins with our Molten Strike, not to do damage, but to spread the curses for them to then be killed by our pets, to then explode and try to, you know, clear as much as possible. So here we literally have this Molten Strike. It is supported by the level 1 Withering Touch, so we apply that 15 stack very quickly. We have returning projectiles, regular multi-strike, additional accuracy, ancestral call, wow, and then life gain on hit. So you've probably seen it in the footage before. We get life back very, very quickly. These two rings I crafted myself. I got the fractured modifiers on them already. They're super cheap. And then I just went to the horticrafting station and then spammed the attack, sometimes the speed modifier, and I was able to get the damage and the increased attack and cast speed for minions. Very cool. Yeah. This one I bought myself. That's right, I purchased it myself. Very cheap. I was looking for attributes, life, a little bit of whatever. It's kind of a throwaway. You could definitely put in a better amulet right here. Yeah, nothing burger. We got the 97% darkness enthroned. I forget, this was like 100 chaos or 200 chaos. Definitely cheap in this late of a league. Don't need a 100%. And then I got the movement speed, attack damage for my minions. And then here we have the 12% chance to poison and attack speed. I was really going for minions attack speed and movement speed, because I want them to move quick, right? I'm quick, we're quick with our whirling blades, so we want our minions to be quick as well. So we took, because it's already right there, right? We're pathing right to it. We got the spiritual command, so we can attack very quickly to gain life, to apply the wither stacks. We also took spiritual aid. Now this is not for us to do damage, even though we have ton of increased minion damage, but it is for the explosions from the SNS Gentle Gloves. Remember, increases and reductions in just regular damage and generic damage also increase the explosion percentile. Let's say you have 200% increased generic damage, it will equate to, 200% would equate to 9% of their life total as physical damage. So the few niche things that I did, so I grabbed this Watcher's Eye because it was super cheap, 29 energy shield gain per enemy hit while affected by discipline, that's why we're running discipline. I also grabbed myself a large cluster jewel with minions created recently do increased attack damage and movement speed. I also grabbed myself a medium cluster jewel with Blessed Rebirth. So minions created recently cannot be damaged. Very important because you don't want to summon a tiger or a wolf in a crazy chaotic battle scene only for them to die a second in or whatever. So I think this is very important if you're going to do tough content. Our mana leech is not existent, so I grabbed, I think, 2 jewels. Yeah, I think one is enough. As long as you have 2 mana gain per enemy hit, that's good enough. I initially grabbed this first one, which only has 1 mana gain per enemy hit. That was not good enough. So make sure you have at least a 2. In my case, I have 3, which is perfect. Now, to the astute of yous, the people that have played with minions before, I do have the Ancient Skull. I do want them to have the hearing of the whisper, so they do increased damage and movement speed and all that good stuff. But what does that do for our supposed permanent minions, such as Ray Spectre or the Animate Guardian? Well, they kind of die. So the wolves actually have not been dying, which has been kind of great. I've tried I'm sure there's like much better other specters, but the tigers have been fantastic at not dying. They don't really do much because they're not perfect. They don't cast a haste aura, but they do survive most of the time, which is great. Now, my Animate Guardian was killing himself every single map. So, I don't know if you noticed, but he does have Skin of the Lords, and actually put Resolute Technique on him. So that way he cannot crit, he cannot get the hearing of whispers, and he cannot kill himself. So something to consider if you're going to use this helm and run Animate Guardian. Now, before this iteration, well, this final version of this build, I was tinkering with, what was this? Oh yeah, I had like Chaos Golems of Horde, so that was kind of fun. They do a little bit of damage. Again, we have quite a bit of minion increased attack, speed, and damage. I was also tinkering with Akari's Fang, with, the spiders. They're also great. I mean, any and all minion builds are good. They're going to be fun. You're going to have a good time. Mine is just a weird, unique homebrew that I made myself. That's probably not the most efficient, but it's fun. I enjoyed it. You should try it. I did go for max block because I did end up getting killed fairly often, but once I decided to go max block, max spell block, I was fine most of the time, unless something crazy happens or whatever, unless I got one shot. You can also obviously run Progenesis. You can also run something like Dying Sun, so you have additional, you fire additional projectiles with Molten Strike, which then means more life gain, which then means happy-go-lucky fun time. Last but not least, I'm going to say that you absolutely don't need max crit chance, because again, you don't need to spam the summoning of tigers or wolves every single time you attack, but having a decent amount, maybe, I don't know, 10%. I mean, 10% chance is probably good enough. I forget what my build right now is, maybe 20% chance or something like that. You see the video, you see exactly how it plays. You can always adjust it as you need. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching once again, and I'll see you next time. Hey, ciao. Papa Zero out. Bye.